this is kind of the big picture we've been talking about for over a month. Selling upward retracements to the 138.10 descending channel top, then anticipating bearish rotation to the 107.23 channel bottom. Of the two, 107.23 is by far the more significant because it spans some 6, 8, 9 months of activity. It may well contain selling through the second quarter, and from there we can rotate higher. It would be something along the lines of that trend line in the lower 160s once we test 107.23, and that is the big picture. If, however, we close below 107.23, and I've got 107.20 actually on the daily chart, so I'm using that as our level today. The 1% violation threshold is significant. This is a 6 to 8 month channel bottom, and 1% below 107.20 is 106.12. In other words, if we close today, Friday, at or below 106.12, we have, at least by one serious measure, a significant longer term sell signal. But I do think it's worth waiting for also a settlement below 104.76. As we continue through next week and into the following, these 2 points, 104.76 to 107.20, will continue to diverge. But for right now, they're a pretty good range. I'm still going to call 104.76 the slippage factor below 107.20. But if you're bottom picking the market in the 107.20 area, and that is the viable approach, maybe you're short and you're just covering a short position. Maybe you've been short since the upper 130s, 136.30 on the daily chart, covering a short position at 107.20. I wouldn't stay long over the weekend if we do close at 106.12 or lower. So even if we close inside this pocket above 104.76 and below 107.20, if we close below 107.20 by that full 1% margin of 106.12 or lower, I'm not crazy about holding a long position over the weekend. I think it's just a safer bet. And if we close today below 104.76, which I'm also not expecting, but it is certainly possible, then we do enter a long-term sell signal. That is your indication to not only exit a long position, but consider reversing and playing the short side into the 70s. 76.33 becomes our next 2 to 3 month or sooner objective following a weekly settlement today below 107.23, 107.20 on the daily chart. Check us out at wickedstocks.com. You get a 5-day free trial up front. You also get weekly Apple stock, daily triple Q, daily SPY, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100 analysis, and 2 stock picks every week. You can see that all by going to wickedstocks.com.